Okay, moving on from that position, once we have their leg trapped, our hip is touching the mat, their hip is off the mat, we're gonna then take the next step to start passing. And this, again, is where what we're looking to do from our pressure passing perspective is just a little different than most people. So, biceps, butt to heel, drop my weight, elbows come in. I walk laterally in the direction my head is facing. Pull their hip off the mat. Sit to my hip that corresponds with the arm that's over. My arm comes in. My head is tight to their waist. Okay. Now, gi to no gi differential. If it was just no gi, I could look to trap their arm before I even started this process, and it makes life a little easier. Gi, I can pull the gi out and pull it over their arm. So showing you here, real quick, if it's gi and we're here and I'm not super confident, or I feel like this is gonna make all the difference in the world, I can pull this over and do the same exact thing. All I'll do is pick up my hips, tripod up, trap their arm, and I'm still gonna walk out to the side. Drop my hip, put my arm in. No gi. Same idea. When I'm starting this process, I can grab their wrist, tripod up, so their hips clear the mat, feed their hand in, drop back down to my knees, walk my knees in the direction my head is facing, sit to that corresponding hip that is now trapped in their arm, and look to open up their guard. Because we're already in that position and we did not maintain either one of those grips, it's absolutely fine. This is more than sufficient. Most people see those two variants and they always are fixated on trying to get one of those. It's not necessary in the slightest. And I'm going to show you exactly why now. So once we're here, I'm looking to make pressure. I'm pulling this arm towards me. A lot of times when people are in this position, they let this arm go dead. If you let this arm go dead and the other person straightens it out, that's going to be an issue because that's when they can actually start attacking you. I have to keep a bend in this arm, trying to make some sort of bend, like a degree, as much as possible here, because it's going to facilitate holding their hip off the mat. They're not going to be able to create the pressure and the space that they want to be able to kick my leg over, or their leg over my head. My arm is on the inside of the leg, and the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to bring their knee over the top of my thigh. I don't want their knee resting on my thigh. This is a problem for most people. When they go to open this and people work on this pass, they see that it's, oh, I just got to get their legs open. Yeah, you have to get their legs open because that's the main goal of trying to pass someone's guard, is opening their legs and then passing to side or mount, so on and so forth. But if I'm just jamming his leg into my leg, it's never going to open because there's no pressure on the connection. His ankles are what connect it. If I just keep pushing his knee into my knee or to my thigh, there's no pressure into the connection. So what I have to do is I have to make sure that I can push his leg flat to the mat. So if that requires me moving my leg a little back, that's fine. I just have to maintain the grip on his hip. Pushing down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep myself here, and I'm pushing into his hips with my upper body. So I'm trying to make connection with my head to his upper body here. And I'm using my forearm to push, push, push. And I'm not expecting to open his legs from this position. I'm just looking to create enough pressure here to maintain a certain semblance of fatigue out of the person. They can hold on, but they're getting more fatigued. And the more they hold on, the more the fatigue that is setting in. So I'm holding on here, I'm pushing. Once I feel like I've been here long enough and the person's really not struggling anymore, he can be framing against my head, he can be doing a lot of things, but as long as he can't open up and he can't do anything to attack me, I know that fatigue is set in. So that's when I'm just gonna take my hand, and I'm not gonna pick my hand up and try to reach back. That's a big mistake. I'm gonna slide my hand back, like if I was reaching for something in my pocket. I wouldn't just pick my hand up and then try to drive my hand in my pocket. There's a lot smoother action than that. I would reach back and try to put my hand in my pocket. That's exactly what we do here. So my forearm is pushing out. I'm gonna reach back and I'm maintaining contact with their leg the whole entire time. And I'm putting pressure on the leg and I'm going all the way down to their ankle. And when I start to get to their ankle, I'm gonna start kicking back my top leg into the connection to help facilitate me opening up their guard. So if his guard is tight here and I'm pushing down, when I start getting here, once I get to the furthest end of his leg that I can make connection with, I'm gonna kick my top leg back and push this leg down. Once this leg comes down, my top leg is gonna come back over, it's gonna pinch his ankle towards the mat, and my bottom ankle is gonna come over in that situation. So his leg's touching, I'm here, I force his knee to the mat, down, hand's gonna slide back all the way, make connection the whole entire time. I'm gonna kick my leg back and push. Then my top knee's gonna come in, fold their ankle down towards the mat, bottom leg is gonna come over and hook. And I still didn't take my hand off their ankle. I don't need to yet. That's the position we wanna end up in currently.